Yeah, just a simple ball game. Just at the yard. What we haven't eaten since 9. You know what I mean? Just an incredible game. Two teams that I truly believe, no disrespect to anyone else in the country, compete at the absolute highest level. We knew that coming in. That Boston College has great players, but they compete as well as anyone that we have seen. And so the play was going. You knew the game was going to come down to one play, and so fortunately we came out on the winning side. But just an awesome battle. You never know. I'm sure we could see that team again, and I would venture to say it's going to be a lot like it was today.
Thank you, Coach. Just going to take questions for Kole, Caleb, and Ben right now. Start with Max in the front row.
Yeah, it's a 2-hour weather delay. We're sitting here 6.5 hours after the game should start. How do you guys power through? And curious if you guys hadn't eaten since 9 a.m. How do you power through a long day like this?
Cole, why don't you start and we'll just kind of work our way down, okay?
Yeah, it's super easy. I mean, we're playing in a regional. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this. And we're playing at a beautiful field, playing another good team. The crowd's here. It's good. I mean, it doesn't get much better. So it's very easy to just keep pushing on days like today.
If your adrenaline's not pumping today, then you're playing the wrong sport. I mean, like Cole said, it really wasn't that hard. I mean, we all felt pretty good. We were all having fun, obviously, when we had that downtime. But when it came back to lock in, we were ready for the moment, and we came back and we answered the bell.
Those are two pretty good answers. I think the third result was lots and lots of caffeine. Got us through it. At least me, so.
All right, another question for student athletes. Go ahead, Michael.
The guys out there, what was it like that 9th inning? They load the bases. What's the, is there a panic level or what's the feel?
I mean, I did this the last time I had to do a conference. They asked a similar question, and I was just like, we've been in pretty much every situation possible this year. And when it comes down like that, you just got to trust your stuff and trust the guys. Like, the pitchers got to trust the guys behind them, and I think that's what we did. So, turned out good.
It was a good answer. I mean, we put in our defensive replacement at second base, and crazy enough, he makes 2 of the biggest plays all year. I mean, it was just crazy. You can't make that stuff up.
All right, other questions for either of the 3 student athletes here. Go ahead, Max.
When you see that home run, this is very, if you have thoughts on it, but that home run lands in the street. You guys now have a 4-run lead, I think, in the 7th. What's going through your head there?
I mean, Cole hit a pretty cool home run, too.
Yeah, also, home run, too, when you see it go over the wall there.
It was just, I can't even explain it. It's one of the best feelings ever.
It was cool. I was really cool because he hit one before me, and he's my roommate. So
Yeah, roommates.
yeah, it was pretty cool to share that inning with him.
Any other questions for student athletes? All right, you 3 are dismissed. Thank you very much.
Outstanding work.
Thank you, guys.
Good job, Cole. Good job, man. You did all right. You did good.
Go ahead, take it.
Do you need me to shift over?
No, you're good right there.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Let's go ahead and take questions for Coach Meade. Start with Michael, and we'll go to Max. Michael on your left.
The decision to load the bases, walk the bases, how difficult was that decision, that final at bat?
It wasn't. That guy, I mean, everyone we've spoke to, everything we've done in our recon, I think he's one of the hottest hitters in the country, so it wasn't a very difficult decision, to be honest. I mean, I think the harder decision was just, the guy who, came up, Wang, he's a guy that hits a lot of balls on the left side of second base, so you got to make the decision, do you shift, do you not shift? As the guys mentioned, we had in a new second baseman, so you want to make sure you're putting him in a position where he's comfortable. Thankfully the pitch was executed. The kid hit the ball really hard, but we got it on the ground. And, he stayed in there, which, I think an understated part of it, I mean, we play on turf, and we haven't been the most elite fielding team this year. We've had some issues, but I think when it mattered most, we made a couple big plays, and that's why Lance was in there. Really proud of him to stay in there and just be prepared to body that ball up that came off the bat pretty hot.
Other questions? Max, you have one?
Yeah, sure, that's okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
How did you do on the marathon day? Obviously, did you follow Ben's law caffeine approach?
I did do a little more caffeine than the allotment that Coach Wolgamont gives me. I mean, it's just one of those long days that happen in the sport of baseball. That's why I always joke with basketball coaches, they got it easy. It's 72 and sunny in the gym all the time. They don't have to deal with anything, But you got to kind of, at some point, you got to decompress a little bit. And I know things were weird with what time we were going to go. And once you kind of know, you got to take a step back. You go in there and sit in the dugout. You talk with some guys, talk with some players. You kind of try to shut it down for a minute because for us, when it was a 5:05 restart, you're going to be in for a battle. And so that's what I did myself personally. I'm sure a lot of guys did different things. I'm sure a lot of guys did like, Benny with caffeine. But hopefully they can get hydrated up and recoup tonight and be ready to go tomorrow.
All right, and then obviously Bama still has a game, but you could be facing Bama for the third time this year at home in a regional. What would it mean to be able to face an in-state rival?
Well, we'll be prepared to play whomever. What I can tell you is, based on what we saw today with the way the Troy fans absolutely showed up, I mean, it was very impressive what all of our fans did. So I could not be more excited. What I would say is, if we were to play Bama, I think it's going to be a heck of an atmosphere. I'm going to imagine that their fans are going to show out, but they got a heck of a battle tonight. Nichols is no joke. The guy they're throwing tonight is really good. He's one of the best starters that's in this NCAA tournament out of 32 matchups. So I look forward to seeing how that thing goes. Regardless of who it is, we get to wear our white pinstripes tomorrow and be a home team and have a long day to prepare up and be ready to go.
Other questions for Coach?